Hey, what's up, guys? Sean back with another video, and I'm really grateful that you guys actually like that fat camp video I did, because it was like a long filming process. I mean, I was sitting here sweating from sitting in front of the ring light for like 2 hours, but at least you guys watched it. I didn't think I'd be able to retain your guys' attention for that long, but I'm going to go back to something that's kind of a little more down the alley of what I started growing this channel with and what you guys seem to like. But this one's My 600-Pound Life. Man with agoraphobia can't stop eating. Now, agoraphobia, that's the fear of going outside or leaving the house. I guess you just have all kinds of social anxieties and you can't deal with it. But the only person that I can think of with agoraphobia was that YouTuber Corpse Husband, the one that played in what is it, Among Us? Yeah, I never really played it, but it was a big trend about a year ago or so. But I know just recently he was doxxed or something and they revealed his face, which is terrible. I don't think anybody should do that to someone. But yeah, we're going to check out this guy today, and hopefully he can get over this, because that's going to be a huge obstacle to him losing weight.
Come in.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
Good.
I'm Dr. Jordan, and you're
Michael Blair.
Michael Blair. And this young lady is?
This is my wife, Kimberly.
Damn, I thought that was his daughter. But I want that hat. That hat's pimping.
Well, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So, where are you coming from?
Conroe.
Conroe, Texas. All right. So, Michael, you're over 600 pounds, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And you're here to lose weight, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So, what led you to come here?
No. He came there for a friggin' bubble bath. What do you think he's there for? Like, I guess just the doctor has to say something like that, but I think it's pretty damn obvious why homie's here.
I have to get help with that today.
Last chance. I've tried to contact doctors. I've contacted numerous surgeons because I've got extensive scar tissue from my emergency splenectomy.
Oh, he had a spleen out. But yeah, he's carrying all his weight in the middle, which is what's kind of funny about me, because you guys see from here up, like, I look pretty skinny. But stand up, like, all my weight has gone to, like, right here in my love handles, which is friggin', I hate it, but it's just kind of what happened from losing that much. I mean, I'm coming up on, like, almost 300 pounds down. I got, like, 11 pounds to go, and I hit that 300-pound mark. So weight just kind of carries differently on each person. It's kind of crazy.
And
I look good
no
right here.
surgeon wants to cut in because they say that there's no hope.
How much you weighed when you had that?
380.
Huh?
I was 380 pounds.
380 pounds? Mm-hmm. Okay. So it
That's
looks like you have quite a situation. All this thing happened to you. Do you have a goal at this point?
The only goal I have left is to find a surgeon.
Okay, I mean, at least he's not setting unrealistic goals, because so many people just think, hey, I'm going to get my stomach cut out, like, I'll be where I need tomorrow. It doesn't work that way. You got to set, like, small goals, like, hey, let me get under this number, then this number. Let me fit into some pants that were too tight on me from, like, 2 years ago, something like that. But if you just go in there thinking, hey, I'll be 300 pounds in no time, you'll set yourself up for failure. Like, you'll be miserable before a couple months are out because you're not losing it quick enough, even though I did lose, like, it was like 80-some pounds in the first 3 months. And I was not eating that great. I was still drinking sweet tea at that point.
That is willing and able to cut through my scar tissue
Like real sweet
and
tea,
actually
not this
perform the
stuff.
surgery.
Sugar-free.
Because I've tried every diet out there. Nothing has worked.
So what seems to be the biggest challenge with your eating habit?
It's the amount that it takes to sate me.
Food
It's like I
tastes
can't just have one chicken breast.
Yeah.
And, you know,
I think most people want more than one. I mean, honestly, like I don't know. People eat sides and stuff. I don't know. I don't do a whole lot of veggies. So, I mean, I would eat more than one chicken breast. But now, if I tried to eat a whole chicken breast, I'd be throwing up because my stomach still hasn't stretched out yet.
it's like if I have a bowl of rice, my bowl of rice can be 2 or 3 cups of rice at a time. So it's just empty carbs. Or it'll be pasta. It'll be a pound of pasta.
Sounds like a Tuesday.
If you say you eat healthy, but you just eat too much of it, then why can't you stop eating?
Bro, that's a good question, right? It's friggin' portions. Like, it's almost like at that size, you have no, like, inhibition. Like, you can't stop yourself. You just eat and eat. And you don't think you're stuffing yourself either. That's the crazy part. It's just, you're just eating. Like, that's normal for you. You have no idea in your own head. Like, you might think you're not eating that much, but you are. It's crazy, but that's just how it is.
I don't know. That's the question. I can't stop because I at some point I think maybe it became a defense mechanism because I was so abused and tortured as a child, just in society. I can't even, like, it's hard for me to go out. I have agoraphobia. So it's extremely hard for me to be out in public because I don't really like people.
Yeah, people suck. Like, most of the time, people suck, but you just focus on yourself. Those people and all those voices in your head and you worrying about what they're saying or thinking about you, nobody cares that much, man. Like, I understand he has an issue and he has all these traumas that kind of led to his weight gain. So, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have traumas. Like, people go through stuff. It's tough times don't last, tough people do. So, I'm hoping he can get over it.
I hate society.
So at what age did you decide that?
I realized I didn't like people when I was about 8 or 9. Once I
shit.
realized that
That's
I was
good.
always going to be picked on.
So at any point, did you have any therapy or see any
I've had lots of
counseling?
therapy.
So with all these things, not liking people, having difficulty in it, how in the world do you get such a supporting wife? How did you find that?
Yeah, how'd you find a woman if you hate people so much and you didn't go outside? Was she just walking down the street and you had like a fishing pole and you just hooked her ass or something? How'd this work? It had to be the internet. The internet's gold now. Nobody meets anyone in real life anymore. You just get on Tinder, you have sex in like an hour.
I met him.
Funny. Humor. I can hide I can hide my pain through humor.
Well, could it be that you
Humor's a
don't
great
give too
tool.
much opportunity for people to know you? And if they know you, maybe they like you?
Absolutely. I've been hurt so many times by people that I don't want people to get to know me.
Okay, so he's jaded. Like, I often tell myself I'm jaded because I've seen some crappy stuff out of people before. But I try to see the best in people, but I almost expect the worst. So I understand where this guy's coming from, like, wholeheartedly. I get it. But, yeah, Dr. Now is being super supportive. Usually he's just more on them to lose weight. But this guy, he's really trying to change something in his life. So hats off to you, Dr. Now. I like this one.
So if you were today 220 pounds, do you think your outlook going with people will change?
Oh,
He'd
100%.
start stripping.
So the issue is the perspective you're adopting on things, where you make excuses and blame everyone for the reason you don't want to be around them. But this all comes down to your weight being the issue. So
Okay, I mean, I get where he's coming from. I hate when people make excuses. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat. But that's like almost a defense mechanism, too. If you set yourself up from the start, like, oh, well, this and that's stopping me from doing that, you set yourself up for failure. You have to believe in yourself more than anything and just love yourself. Like, I can't get enough of me. I freaking love myself.
do you think you can make some changes in your eating habit? Are you motivated to do that?
I am 100% motivated.
Well, you're going to have
believe
to
him.
make some changes
Done.
and
Done and done.
bite the bullet and control your eating habit. And it's going to be
Done.
something that you're going to have to do to get to that point.
Done and done.
Okay, so if he's agoraphobic, how the hell did they get him to this house? Or to this, office. They get him out of the house. What, they put like a blindfold on him and just drive him or something? And once he gets in the building, he's good? Like, how does that work? I don't know. I'm confused.
Okay.
You know.
Could have just zoomed.
Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to set you to see a therapist and see if they can help you get some level of anxiety that you have down.
Probably a good call.
Because you have built so many baggage in your life at this point, and you become so very opinionated about where you are and how the world is. Maybe we can change that.
Do you guys think his wife's enabling him? Because to a point, he doesn't look like he's as immobile as a lot of people get. Like, he can get up and get his own food. And she don't look like crazy overweight or anything like that. So, I don't know. She actually looks like she was bigger or something. Because I see a little bit of loose skin on her arms and stuff, which I've got too. I'm starting to get like crazy loose skin here, but mine's not that bad yet.
Okay?
I hope.
So this is going to be something that's important to do
Okay.
because your perspective on things needs to improve for you to have any chance to do this for the long run. But we got a lot of work to do, get
Yeah.
to the point that will be even feasible to try and see there is a possibility to do any kind of surgery on you. So the first thing is going to be that you need to start losing weight now. So
Man, I've been on Dr. Now's diet for like the last 5-6 days now, and I can honestly say I don't know if I was holding on to water or something, because I don't think I should be able to drop 4 pounds in 5 days like I would before. But when you start keto, man, and you cut carbs, I'm telling you, if you haven't been dieting beforehand and you're bigger, 3 to 4 pounds that first friggin' day, like, it's insane if you cut carbs how quick it like melts off.
we're going to try to change your eating habit and see if we can get some discipline in what you're eating and try to get weight down. And then I'm going to set you up to have some tests and do endoscopy and weight loss surgery. But you have food comfort. So everything that you see that is dark in front of you, when you eat, you can get a little bit better.
Yeah.
So that food comfort is going to be an issue because even if you do weight loss surgery, how are you going to deal with those things?
Yeah.
There's so many people that are comfort eaters, and that's the reason why depression after surgery is so like high. They weren't worried about it with me because I'm just friggin' happy all the time pretty much, except for yesterday, man. I was in a mood yesterday. I was ready to rip somebody's head off. But it's like a thing. People can't eat anymore like they used to, and they just get super angry or depressed and withdraw. Like, clinical depression is big after the surgery.
If you don't learn to deal with that in a healthy way, you still go back to food and undo the surgery, it will be pointless in the long run. And that's going to be a significant issue that we need to work out, okay?
Bro, I
So
need that hat.
you're going to do some blood tests on you today, but I'm going to set you up to have some more tests done on your heart and your lung and examine your scar tissue and what's going on in your abdomen and see what is the ability for you to have any kind of surgery down the road.
Okay.
But this is some.
You know, there's a reason, like, when you get the surgery, you can't have a second one because you have that titanium, like, those clips in your stomach, which the other day I was Googling if I would set off any, like, metal detectors walking through an airport or something. And it was like, no, titanium doesn't do that apparently, but your stomach heals over it, which is like friggin' crazy. But I don't see why the scar tissue on his stomach would stop them, because they go in laparoscopically with like those 4 little rods or whatever. So I think it should be able to get around that. Dr. Now operates at crazier weights than any other surgeon I've ever seen. Like over 600, he'll still do an operation.
Something that I want you to focus on changing your life at this point. You're going to have to try hard and follow the instruction and be more proactive for your health. And this is the only way we can get you out of this situation.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
And I had gastric bypass 15 years ago, and
Oh shit, so she knows. She should already had him on the diet and everything and got him rolling beforehand. They didn't have to wait till they were there. She knows what's up. Like, she knows what it takes and all the clearances and all the tests. I probably went to close to like 100 doctor appointments, but the Rona hit like a couple months after I started mine. So I had to do some of my clearances again like a year later because they expired on me, which sucked.
so I will be whatever you need for support-wise for him.
Well, that's good. But so far,
That's what you're
whatever
supposed to do.
his environment is, he's still able to get what he wants and overeat. So that unhealthy support system need to change.
Okay.
So the diet is going to limit the amount to eat in a day to 1,200 calories. But a focus on protein and avoiding almost all carbs.
Okay.
And I want your focus to be on losing as much weight as you can right now and get.
This is kind of a funny story, but my buddy just called me. He was like, "Yeah, I started that diet you gave me, that low carb one, because he's like over 400 or whatever. He's trying to lose some weight." And I was like, "Oh, really? What are you eating?" He's like, "Well, right now I'm at Chick-fil-A getting some chicken fingers." I was like, "Are you really that slow, buddy? That's breaded chicken. Like, you can't have that." He's like, "I thought I just couldn't have the sandwiches." Like, that was so funny to me. But carbs are hard to cut out because they taste so damn good.
Getting your stamina up. But I'm not going to give you a specific goal until we do the endoscopy, okay?
Okay.
But all those things is going to be all up to you at this point. I want you to forget about what the past is and look forward to future. So this is a new day. You're going to start a new way of eating, a new way of exercising and changing everything. We got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
We're willing.
I mean, I like that. The past is the past. You got to move on. Put it in the past. Just let all your scars and all the stuff that's like a part of you just remind you of where you've been and push you harder for the future. At least that's how I look at it.
To do it. You tell us what to do and we'll do it.
All right, so I'm going to bring you some instruction that I mentioned. Then we'll set up an appointment for you to go to therapy.
Okay.
So
I'll tell you what to do. Give him more cardio, and you know how to do that, sweetheart.
just try to change the course of the life that you have right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay?
If he's
So just-
able to change that, will you think, I mean, is it possible, do you think, to
He
attempt
will.
the surgery if
Well,
all the tests say?
From what Michael said, most likely we're going to face a lot of scar tissue and a lot of issues. So we have to look at that issue first to see what's possible and if weight loss surgery can be done or not. So if everything looks good and he loses weight, we can try doing surgery on him.
See, I almost like how Dr. Now doesn't try to get their hopes up, because a lot of people, once they get let down, they'll just rebound straight to food because it's a comfort, like he said. But she's like, if he's able, like, that thought of not being able to do it just has to totally get out of your mind. Like, get rid of it. Like, you can do it, you're going to do it, and there's no in between. That's just how you have to look at it, in my opinion. And that's how I am. Once I get, like, set and rolling, I'm pretty damn hard-headed. And I'm almost a psychopath when it comes to it. Like, if you tried to give me carbs right now, I'd probably get mad as hell at you because I'm off of that right now.
Okay?
Okay.
Got your yes, is it possible?
But this is all going to be
Is he
Yeah.
sure?
to
dependent
us.
if it's
Up to
it's safe to have surgery.
Yeah.
Okay? But you have to bite the bullet and do the hard work.
Fine. Done and done.
In the meantime, we're going to see if we can draw some blood. I'll give you some instruction about your diet and exercise. All right, let me see if we can draw some blood on you.
Thank you.
I mean, his veins don't look as bad as mine, but once you have those deep veins from getting that big, like, it's hard. They'll stick you wherever they can. They'll stick you right here. They'll stick you. I had an IV right here when I was in the hospital when my kidneys shut down. Like, they'll just get it wherever they can get it, for real. But a lot of times they just drew from my forearm right here because it's just the easiest one to see.
Okay, all right, I'll be back.
Okay. Thank you.
We obviously have a lot of issues we need to address with Michael to get him on the right track with his overall health, especially with his mentality and
Damn, Mr. Clean. I'm pretty blessed. My hairline ain't going too damn bad yet. I mean, it's getting up there. I am 34 now, but thank God my dad still has a full head of hair, so I don't think I'm going in that way, like that direction, thank God.
perspective. He seems to have a lot of negative views on things and people that is leading to a lot of anxiety with him. So starting him going to psychotherapy right
Oh,
now
she's
will be
crying.
important to help him start to work on that. But the big question seems to be what the situation is in his abdomen with the scar.
See, she's a win of a wife for him because she's super supportive. Like, I like her right off the bat. She's sitting there. I don't know why he was shushing her exactly. Like, he gave her one of those Foodie Beauty shh, I said shh, like one of those things that we saw the other day. But yeah, I like her a lot, but she knows what she's doing. She's had the surgery, so she should be able to help him get started. Like, it should already happened.
Tissue that prevented his previous attempt at weight loss surgery. So we need to run some tests to determine that, because if weight loss surgery isn't a possibility for him, we will have to adapt the program and how we approach giving Michael the tools he needs to get healthy. Because it's very important he start to lose a lot of weight before he develops any more health issues.
Yeah, I don't think so far his health issues are more of the issue. I think it's his mental issues that are holding him back. And that's the way it is with a lot of people. Like I said, clinical depression is a real thing after that surgery. A lot of people get because they can't rebound to food. Like cheesecake ain't going to be there anymore after the surgery because you can't stomach it or you just can't have it. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but you're really going to F yourself up. Even though my surgeon told me I could lose 100 pounds and still eat ice cream every day, but I'm just not going to be able to keep it off. But this was an interesting one. It was a little different. I just wanted to see it because it said he had agoraphobia and he wouldn't leave the house. But I'm liking kind of his determination. I feel like he's probably a successful one. So I'm probably going to look up what he did and edit it in right here. See if he lost any weight. But yeah, if you guys are watching this right now, I think I'm at the casino because I was going to go play some slots on Tuesday. This should be going up Tuesday, right? Yeah, and my girl's playing hooky from work, so she'll be with me spending some of my damn money. But like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.